to doing what you think is loving yourself and taking care of yourself, whatever it is, whether it's feeding yourself good food, whether it's working out, whether it's surrounding yourself with positive people, and to expect to surround yourself with positive people. I feel like you need to be positive first, because you can't just expect, you know. But also, if I'm having difficulties, or if people are having difficulties with that, it's always nice to reach out to someone who you think has the key to just
Yes,
unlock
unlock you.
to unlock you. Reaching out for help, I think, is a very important thing, and a lot of people shy away from doing that. So that is also self-care and self-love, because you're doing something for yourself, even if you're scared to do it. So, yeah.
Well, I love when you say you could start with eating good food and being with the right people. I think if you see yourself as a flower, you want your flower to grow in the most magnificent environment.
Correct.
So just give yourself whatever you need to blossom in a magnificent environment. So whatever you're taking within, it could be what kind of music you listen to, what kind of books you're reading, what kind of workshop, podcasts, uh, subscription you're having on your YouTube channel, people you're following on your social media. These are the external feeds that could really help you increase your vibration, and also being with in an environment which is really nurturing. Just once in a while, instead of just going in front of that beautiful hotel or that beautiful restaurant or that beautiful shop or that beautiful cafe, push the door and sit there. Order yourself whatever, something to eat if you want, or just a coffee, and just feel yourself in that beautiful environment with amazing people. Maybe I don't know where you live, so I cannot really relate. But I would say if it was in my past lives in Switzerland, it would be with working people, workaholic, but the ones who are really always magnificent, beautiful, um, uh, succeeding in their life, and just being in the flow of those meetings. Or maybe it's another kind of cafe with a lot of artists, and you feel all the creativity.
People who inspire you.
People who inspire you, and being in the middle of them, and then meet with one friend. Maybe that friend will not feel comfortable in that place, but it doesn't matter. Make it a habit until you feel comfortable and feel you're part of that place, and you will attract and connect with those vibrations and those energies. And then, as you said, eating the right food, taking care of your body, and that doesn't mean going on a diet at all.
Absolutely
At
not.
all. It's just meeting the right food at the right time for you.
Yeah.
If it's 3 times a day, if it's five times a day, if it's more, if it's less, doesn't matter. And if you're curious enough to try different things, if you want to try intermittent fasting, if you want to try vegan, if you want to try vegetarian, if you want to try fruitarian, whatever, try things. Be curious until you catch whatever is good for yourself.
Listen to your body.
Yes.
And what you feel like, oh, I had this morning and I feel really good. Then that's what, suits your body, and that's you taking care of yourself. And when you eat something and you don't feel so good about it, then you try to reduce your intake of that.
Absolutely.
And I think that because if you're physically, if you're fueling yourself, you're also mentally able to take care of yourself.
Oh, for sure. Once you start physically, emotionally, mentally, all your bodies will be pumped out and feeling, showing a better version of yourself. For sure.
It's just like we were talking about, talking to ourselves in the shower. How
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I do that. I do that sometimes when I'm not in a rush. And I think that's so important to just thank yourself, thank your fingers, your hands, and say, okay, I've had this long day today, or I've had a good day or a bad day or whatever it is. I'm just gonna wash it all away, and I'm gonna rest my body so that tomorrow when I wake up, I'm well rested and I have a good day. And that's super.
I love it. Well, every morning I do my gratitude meditation, and I always start to thanking my eyes for the beauties I'm seeing, my ears, my hands, my body, my organs, and always. And then I go, thank you for all the challenges and all the difficulties that are showing me that life is not only about beauty and living in the Walt Disney world where everything is pink and unicorn, but it's also accepting, allowing those challenges to allow you to grow, and seeing them as friends and not as challenges. So as ally, helping you to just be a better version of yourself each time. So yes, because by giving yourself all this love and all this connection with yourself, you're just becoming more assertive and more self conscious and more aware of who you are, where your boundaries are at, and then you give yourself the value either you're not receiving from others, but the most important is that you give from yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes, you acknowledge yourself, for sure. So this is beautiful. Maybe I should have started with this. We've decided to continue the call. We were on a 1 hour amazing call with Christina Ster. It was a virtual circle, and it just ended 5 minutes ago. And we continued. In fact, we stayed on the Zoom, and it was written, "There's no one joining your call." And I said to Priya, "Well, let's do our own call."
Yeah, and that's exactly about what we're talking about, saying loving ourselves. I feel like we're doing this with ourselves. We're standing in front of a mirror. I mean, it's a computer screen, but this is
our mirror.
Yeah, this is our mirror. It's so important. Sometimes we don't take the time out for ourselves to stand in front of the mirror and talk to ourselves, and say, what am I going to do today that is going to help me, and then eventually help others.
Yes.
And help my environment.
Yes.
Create that beautiful environment for yourself, and yeah.
And Christina said something beautiful. She said, look, let's say I'm talking to myself in the mirror. Hi, Jaina. What can I do today to love you even more? And I think this is beautiful.
This is beautiful.
I don't recall having asked myself that kind of question.
Yeah.
And I think I will start from today. So let's do it.
Yes.
Hi, Jaina. What can I do today to help you loving yourself more? And I would reply to myself, I would love you to be more gentle on yourself, and as you are for the others. You are always putting so much high expectations on yourself. Be more gentle, and I will feel that you love me more today.
Beautiful. For me, okay, this is my mirror. I'm looking at myself right now. Hi, Priya. What can I do today to love myself even more? I am going to live in the moment and practice doing that more, and be more aware of myself, how I physically and mentally face every day, whether it's a good day or whether it's a challenging day. That's what I'm gonna be more aware of what I do and appreciate and acknowledge myself. And also, because I am really hungry right now, I'm gonna love myself by eating some amazing food with an amazing person.
I'm taking you there. Initially, it was my super dear friend Priya, living in Uluwatu, which is an hour and a half away from China, and coming to meet me and spend 2 days. We started a proper journey of self-discoveries, discovering each other, because we met in August, but we didn't have the time to hang out since August. There was an immediate connection.
Oh, there was.
Oh,
yes.
my God.
And I went back to Phuket, and for me in my head, I'm like, oh, I cannot wait to get back to Jaina and spend some time with her and really get to know her. And I felt really good the first time I met her. And before coming to Bali, I went through, I went through a loss of my younger brother. And the only person that I could think of who would help me during this journey was Jaina. And even though we haven't really talked about it, I feel like I don't have to or need to anymore, because this being with you has given me like so much strength. Yeah. So I drove last night. Was last night? The night before. The night before. After having the longest day at work. The other day I got done really late, and then I had to go feed Mikkel's dogs that I'm taking care of. Yes, that morning I only slept 3 hours. But just having that in your mind, so it's really mind over matter, because I had coming to Ubud and meeting Jeinar and just being with her and just receiving her hugs, or just getting to hug her, was in my mind, and that gave me the strength to power through. And I drove here, which was almost 2 hours drive, didn't seem like anything at night, yes. First time driving to Ubud, but it was so easy. It was so easy because it was in my head that yes, I'm going to do something that I really want to do. It's to spend time with Jeinar. And yeah, and I had the best sleep ever. I mean, she cooked dinner for me because I wanted something light. It was too late to have a heavy dinner. It was beautiful, home cooked meal, and went to bed. It was the best night. I slept so well. And part of me thought, okay, when I woke up in the morning, I thought, okay, maybe it's because I didn't sleep the night before, but that's not the case, because I usually wake up in the middle of the night like 3 times, 4 times minimum, and that night was just so amazing. It was beautiful. I slept well, I rested well, my body was happy with me, and
well, I came back from the training from my champ, super pumped. And
oh yeah, I felt the energy. She walked in.
I was like,
wow.
And like, woo! These were for sure. I'm going to share those workouts because it's changing so many people's lives. But this will be another interview, maybe directly with Mike. You are jumping in the back of my bike, and I'm going to take you to a lovely little spot. And she said yes. She trusted me. She said yes. So we arrived there. Beautiful location. We ordered so many amazing dishes. From smoothie bowls to burrito, the vegan burrito, to the French omelette. Oh my God, that was so good. And and then we spent a beautiful time. We connected with the little baby. That's another story. We went to Karma House so that we could take the Oracle's deck.
Yes.
We took 2 Oracle's deck. And I said to Priya, you know what? Let's be, because you're first time with me here and it's been a long time you haven't been in Ubud, let's do all our first times together.